have got, and thank you for holding on the line, Michelle.
Yeah, hello.
What I wanted to talk to you about was the news of Frankel. We're having a bit of fun with Frankel names, but there was a book of 130 mares lined up. How many took part? Do we know?
I think 124 mares in foal, I think. And his first foal arrived there last week. It was Bay Colt out of Jewel Group 3 winner Chrysanthemum. And she herself is a daughter of Danehill. And he was born at Coolmore Stud, so it's obviously very exciting. There's already quotes of 66-1 for him to win the 2017 Derby, so there's an awful lot of excitement. The managers of Coolmore have described him as he's very good presence, good head in him, so that's obviously good remarks for his first foal.
I mean, is there a danger, obviously, the amount of money spent? I mean, obviously, money's been set aside for these. Is it to see how they run and then go further, or I mean, we just don't know, do we?
Yeah, I mean, an awful lot of his foals, there's an awful lot of inbreeding to Sadler's Wells and Danehill. I mean, this foal out of Chrysanthemum is inbred 3x3 to Sadler's Wells and then 3x3 to Danehill. So you'd expect his progeny to stay a mile to 12 furlongs. I'd be expecting anyway. And
one of them has been made short favour for the Derby, but would the trip be, you know, a concern, or are you talking about a mile?
I'd say his progeny. I'd say he will get a lot of milers, I presume, and horses that get 10 furlongs. But I do think he will get horses to go further, to say the Derby distance, 12 furlongs.
Right, okay, son of Galileo. But yeah,
I think if they had a run, I mean, Frankel was so well looked after by Sir Henry, and I think if they had tried him over a mile and a half, I think he would have won. I think he would have won over 2 miles. You know, he was that good.
Very headstrong early on,
but he learnt. When he won the judgment at York, Tom gave him a lovely ride that day. He dropped him right in, switched him off, and he just went to sleep. You know, he learnt in his career with the more racing he had to settle, and you know, the more they settle, the more chance you have of them getting a trip.
Okay.
So I think he was at the stage of his career where he probably would have won over a mile and a half.
I'm hoping that Michelle can hear you. You got a couple of questions for Michelle?
Well, no, just if any sires in particular you're looking forward to for 2014. Any horses that finished this year or 2013 that retired. Is there anything that really catches your eye?
I really like Camelot now as a future stallion prospect. I'm actually hoping to go to Coolmore next Friday to see him, so I'll have a proper look at him and I'll see. But yeah, I really like Camelot now. Obviously, Monsieur now, he's starting to perform better as a sire of sires. I mean, our Motivator, Authorised, Hurricane Run, they've all got Group 1 winners now. So that question about Monsieur's as ability to steer a sire, so that's getting better now. And obviously, yeah, I think Camelot be one to watch, I think.
And obviously you mentioned Monju there. Sadly, we heard the news during the week about St Nicholas Abbey. He lost his battle with colic, I think was the eventual what ended it for him. But he was Monju. I think he would have been an exciting sire, so it's an awful pity for Coolmore to have lost him.
Yeah, it was actually. He was a big stallion prospect as well. His dam was a half sister to Starborough and Aristotle, so 2 Group 1 winners. But you know, even though Starborough and Aristotle didn't perform very well at stud, but even though I still had hope in St Nicholas Abbey, and I think he's an awful lot to the breeding table. And you know, it's obviously a pity what did happen to him, but unfortunately that's the way.
And I suppose he looked to have a great temperament as well. But anyway, we won't dwell on him too much. But as regards Camelot, has he got a fee, or do you know how much he's going to stand at?
25,000, I think, is his official fee. So, and actually, he's already got Funzy. The Dam of Authorised is actually booked to him already. So that's a particularly exciting meeting. So it'll be interesting to find out who else he's got in his first book. But I know that Funzy is definitely in his book for 2014, so it's very exciting now.
And just quickly, Declan's
yeah, no, I just had 2 quick questions for Michelle. Michelle, one is Sire Scirocco. I'm not too, kind of putting you on the spot now. I think he's a sire who could make a really good national hunt stallion. Have you heard of any mares or anything going to him this year? He's obviously got Red Sherlock, Annie Power. You know, he seems to be making his mark in the national hunt scene at the moment.
Yeah, he's quite an exciting stallion. I think he's standing at Glenview Stud in County Cork. I know Rathbury Stud, Glenview Stud, which is part of the Rathbury organisation. I think they bought him off Darley, so he'll be standing in County Cork this year. And yeah, as you say, you know, Annie Power, he's got some really nice ones coming along. So he's obviously a very exciting national hunt prospect.
Good stuff. And the second one, I just want to just very quickly, is there any first season sires you're looking forward to this year on the flat?
Zebedee. I'm a huge Zebedee fan. I saw some of his yearlings at Tattersall last year, and I was very impressed with them. You know, they look like real 2-year-olds. They look like they're ready to run. So I do think he'll go far, and I'm very, very excited about Rip Van Winkle as well. Obviously, the excellent start Galileo has got off to, which is Stallion sons. Obviously, Teofilo, New Approach, they've both sired classic winners. So I think Rip Van Winkle, hopefully he'll follow suit, and he's obviously, along with Zebedee, one to look forward to for next year.
Okay, thank you very much, Misha. We're going to have you back on. I just want to ask you, we probably will speak to you before the Champion Hurdle, but just quickly, Hurricane Fly or Annie Power?
I'm devout Hurricane Fly fan, so I'm sticking with him.
Okay. Thank you very much indeed, Michelle. Fascinating insight into
Thanks for having, guys.
We'll have you back on very soon.
Michelle.